Henry, extreme heat continues. I mean, this is really something else. 103 this afternoon, San Antonio, 109 Del Rio. Again, we could be hitting the all-time record high for May. That would be incredible, which is only 1 degree away from what we hit today. 103, well, the record's 104. So let's head outside tonight, see what we've got out there. Temperature-wise, you can see we're at 87 Timberwood Park. We still have a lot of warm air. We still have 90s on the map. Castroville, Hondo, Divine, in fact, 83 out of New Braunfels, still way too warm. Here on the hill, at least we got a little bit of a breeze out there. It does help. The problem is it's coming from the south and southeast, which will always pick up the dew point, which is at 70 tonight. So it's a real humid night. 87 feels like 92 all day long. It was flipped. 92 was feeling like 87 and 103 was feeling like 98. And it was mainly because the dew point was low enough that you get a temperature of feels like a few degrees cooler than the actual air temp. 103, we should have been stopping at 86. Look at that. And the record we beat from 1967 of 98. We are not done with record highs. Tomorrow is where we peak. 106 would shatter the record of 97. 102 Friday beats the record of 98. And then 100 on Friday beats the record of 97. I meant to say Thursday. So notice also, every one of these records that are going down from the same year, 2022, very, very dry year with only like 13 inches of rain in the gauge. All right, so our 103, look at these, 110s down to the south and west, 105 today at Hondo, 109 Del Rio. The high strengthens just a bit tomorrow before it starts moving east, and that means even hotter for communities like Uvalde, 110 tomorrow. For communities east of the city, not as hot because you have a little more humidity in the air, 104 in Cuero. Still very, very hot. You know, we had an ozone action day today, and our air quality has not improved since this morning. It's still unhealthy for sensitive groups, and I want you to keep that in mind tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. The difference is going to be on these 3 days, the winds ought to pick up enough that we're not going to create a lot of bad ozone. But if we had unhealthy air for sensitive groups today, like asthma sufferers, COPD, even the elderly and the infants, then you can expect to see, again, poor air quality again tomorrow. Speaking of this hot air, heard from our good friends at Catholic Charities. You know, normally we don't kick off Project Cool, where we collect box fans for those in need. Well, we're starting early. They asked tonight, would you please ask your viewers to please start sending in box fans, dropping them off at San Antonio fire stations or even the Guadalupe Community Center on Cesar Chavez, right across the street from Lanier High School. If you can drop off a brand new box fan, we're going to really have some high need, some early need. Look at these temperatures. Again, triple digits through Saturday. We're going to peak tomorrow. Then we're staying upper 90s into next week. We cool off a couple of days, 97s on Tuesday, Wednesday, bringing a 20% chance of rain through Friday the 23rd. That's the best chance of rain we get. 95 on Saturday the 24th, and that's still 10 degrees above average as the coolest number on this 14-day. A lot of hot air, my brother.